Hello and welcome back to Inner Peace Place. I'm Karen. Today is not a lesson out of the book. Today is going to be a talk. I was meditating the other day and I was just overwhelmed. I was watching television, looking at the state of the world and the state of the way people interact, and I was just getting down. So I thought, okay, I have some choices to make because inner peace doesn't come naturally to most of us. And so I had to sit down and say, what's going on? I'm overwhelmed right now. Truly, I am overwhelmed with the state of everything, it seems, the world, politics, the way people are interacting, even in the city. When you drive around, you see things that don't bring me peace. So I decided a long time ago that I was going to create a life of inner peace. But to do that, I wanted to make sure that I didn't shove the world away. I want to have a strong connection with a power that is much larger than I am. Some people call it God, their guides, angels, Jesus, Buddha. There's no right way to name this connection or this connector to. But by doing that, I seemed to then say, I'm above the world. And that isn't true. I am connecting to a source that is larger than I am, but I'm maintaining an existence here on the earth plane. And in doing that, I'm still part of humanity. And there's something wrong right now. I want to look at the part of it that's right. And maybe from that, I can glean some sort of new, fresh relationship or a new love relationship with humanity. My guides teach me that what I focus on gets bigger. The energy of whatever I'm focusing on makes that energy bigger. So by my mental focus, my vision focus, my thought focus, my hearing focus, that energy gets bigger in the world. So I can choose to say, do I want to be consumed by the energies that are very large right now? The energies that I'm reading on TV or watching on TV or reading on my news on my phone or talking to people about what's going on in the world. Do I want to be consumed by that? Which is a choice, and it is a valid choice. I'm not belittling anyone for feeling that way. I'm overwhelmed. I don't care anymore. I just give up. I understand that. But what if we stand up tall and straight and say, no, that's the easy way out. Being consumed by what's going on is the easy way out. That's what most of us are drawn to do because that pull, that momentum is so huge. That energy momentum of downward spiral activities. Energies that do not bring us joy, however you want to label that. Being consumed and pulled by that is the easy way out. We, as a group of spiritually minded people, in other words, we're looking for a connection to bring into our lives on a daily basis that brings peace to our lives. Those people have power. As a group, we're more powerful than individuals. And the only reason is that when we as a group get a momentum going, it collects sort of like a snowball going down the hill. It's going to collect a momentum of its own and perpetuate out in all directions around the entire world. Obviously, the more of us that are stationed in different parts of the world, we can consume the energy of the world in a more upward fashion. So we're spread out. That's a good thing. We don't have to be huddled together in a group because we make a connection of upward flowing energy no matter where we live. We're connecting to each other. And that is the part that sometimes I just don't feel. You know, I feel alone in my path. And when I sit down and ask for guidance, I can feel that connection to all of you who have chosen to find a peace-filled life. When I am in that state, I'm feeling my core energy, the vibration that I have the majority of time, and that's what I want to focus on and make bigger. Take a deep breath. Expand into as large of a light body as you can. Find what that means to you. There's no wrong way to do this work. Make your awareness of your connection to the all that is as big as possible. When I'm in that state, I'm no longer attracted to the bad news. I'm not attracted to go watch it. I'm not attracted to go read about it. Because I'm flowing in a different direction. And that direction is extremely powerful. But my habit of wanting to know about the chaos is pretty strong. Now, I'm not saying we need to run away from what's going on. I want to respect and acknowledge what is going on in the world. I want to know about it. But I want to choose to put my thought energy into what I can do about the world situation. Okay, so what that means is this. I can sit there and woe is me, look at all this bad stuff. Or I can do something positive about it. I can volunteer my time for an organization that I know has a good path. I can choose to teach classes, like I'm doing, on finding what is good in the world. I can donate money to organizations that are upholding my thought of peace. So I can sit and waller in that negative energy, which is it's a way of life. I'm not saying that's wrong. But what I'm going to choose to do is give my earth plane life flow in the direction of my choice. And I can do that through what I just discussed: volunteering, money donation, teaching. And when I do that, I'm not being a Pollyanna. I'm actually actively participating in the parts of the world that are good, that are uplifting, that are promoting humanity in a better direction. My core frequency, because I work on maintaining an upward spiral energy, my core frequency is what I need to rely on, fall back on when things get overwhelming in the world or just in your life. I can choose to focus on joyful things embedded in the chaos. They usually are not completely separate. They're embedded. And so I can, with big eyes, in other words, I'm taking my connection, I'm seeing the same situation, but I'm finding the goodness in it. And that's what I want to think about, ruminate on. And by doing that, I'm doing my part of making the goodness in the world flow better for everyone, not just me. See, there are people that are sensitive to upward spiral energies. And when you and I sit down and give more thought time to those particular energies, we make it big enough for someone who's curious to find. They can find it easier. And then they can focus on it. And then they make it bigger. And it cascades into there's more goodness in the world, there's more uplifting activities that can bring you to a state of peace. It's a choice to allow yourself to be overwhelmed. Just know that. I have to remind myself of that constantly. I'm choosing to be overwhelmed right now. And you may decide that that's where you want to be for a bit. But don't get stuck there. Find what is good in anything that's bringing you down. There's always something. And focus on that. I'm choosing to stay true to my path of inner peace without cutting myself off from the world. Love and light to you and your path and the world. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.